Southern Woods and Waters TV. That's where you want to be. Foggy mornings in the field, come the creek with rod and reel, doing what we love in Tennessee. Patriot Demolition presents Southern Woods and Waters with Hugh McNaughton and Brandon Dowdy. Also being brought to you by Sniper Hunting Products, Deer 30 Minerals, Candy Fork Outdoors, Weststone Cry-Like Realtors, TWRA, Capital Sportsman, Nashville Marine, Davidson Farmers Co-op, Courtney's Restaurant and Catering, Mowing and More, CVA, Wilson Bacon Trust, Flowers Processing and Garden Center, X Outdoor Products, and Hunter Up. All right, welcome everybody to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. I'm joined here tonight with Mr. Anthony Landry, and he's been with me the last few weeks, and I tell you, you'll recognize this fellow over here. He's kind of been out of the game for a little while. We're super excited to have him back, but we've got Mr. Randall Haley on here with us again tonight. And guys, we're just going to have a lot of talk tonight, different subjects, but of course we've got this velvet deer hunt. It starts tomorrow morning.
Big day, big weekend.
So a lot of guys are mighty excited about the hunt coming up, and we're going to try to discuss a few of our little personal tips and tactics. And here in just a little while, we'll be opening up the phone lines for you, and you guys can call in and give us your little notes that you may have, or any kind of recommendations you have for the hunt. And also tonight, we're running right now live on our Facebook page. So we're going to have a lot of folks be able to come in here live and ask questions and be interactive that way, and do something a little different. So
that's first time for that.
It's the first time we've ever done that, and I think it's going to be a big deal. You know, a lot of people can interact with us that way a little better. Send us, don't be afraid to send us a question or a message or something, and we'll try to cover it tonight. We're going to try to get a lot of information covered. So
we got a phone right here. If you want to put some questions on the Southern Woods and Water Facebook page,
put them on there.
Put them on. We'll try to check them out.
We'll try to get them answered for you. I tell you, let's just dive right into it, Anthony. I mean, tomorrow morning you're going to be in a deer stand.
I'm getting home tonight. If I can sleep, I'm going to try to go to sleep. But I'll be up. I'll be in one of my deer houses. Cause I had a new good 8-point buck show up 2 weeks ago, and if he steps out in the morning, I'll be showing him to you. I'll send you a picture of him.
He'll be in trouble. Huh? You'll be -1 tag.
That's right. I sure will.
I tell you, it's really neat since they've added this hunt last year, and there's a lot of proponents to, a lot of people, they don't want to, well, we don't want to hunt them in velvet, it's too hot, this, that, and the other. But I tell you a little secret I let some guys in on yesterday. But if you go back and check the weather patterns,
you and I talked about this.
Last 3 years, it has been cooler by approximately 10 degrees on this velvet hunt weekend than it is on the opening weekend of actual bow season.
And I know at home it's going to be cool this weekend.
Yeah, we got rain coming in. Temperature's going to be in the mid to high 80s, and that's a big cold front compared to the last 2 weeks, buddy, I tell you.
Plus, I just like hunting when it's cloudy and those dreary days like that.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Well, as soon as that rain stopped tonight, I started getting pictures on my phone from some of the cameras. I mean, the minute it quit, they were out moving around eating. So, but so tell me about this. In the morning, what's your strategy going to be? I mean, are you going to be hunting a food source, a travel area?
I hadn't got the food source ready. I just sprayed it. The ground is dead. But of course, I'm in a county where we can't put out minerals, but I've got 3 mineral licks around this one food plot, and it holds water. And the deer, I mean, I'm getting probably about 8 different bucks coming to them every day. So if this buck comes out there tomorrow, the longest shot I have is 130 yards, and that's only in one spot. The rest of them's only about 80, and we can use muzzleloader, you know.
Yeah, I should touch on that too. Yes. That's right, because some people are going 130 yards.
Yeah.
But now you're in Hardeman.
I'm in Hardeman, which is one of the Fayette has the most CWD positive in Tennessee. Hardeman is right behind them, not many. Of course, Madison's just one, but. Yeah, if he comes out there, and I know, the bad part about though, Brandon, we're getting ridiculed a lot because we can use muzzle loaders, but trust me, I would rather trade it where we couldn't use a muzzle loader, but nobody wants CWD, and I don't wish it on nobody just for the restrictions.
You'd much rather them be able to use muzzle loaders than you not have CWD.
That's right. I sure would.
That's what I've been telling people. I'll gladly take having to bow hunt over having CWD in my county.
In a heartbeat.
So I tell you, right now, a lot of this, and Randall, you and I talk about this a lot, but if you're hunting bucks or deer in general in the preseason, it's about one thing really, isn't it? And that's food.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all about food right now. I mean, what kind of food do you think folks ought to be focusing on right now?
Right now, it's just anything that a deer eats, but crops, of course, is always the best. There's some acorns falling right now. There's a little black gum. The black gum tree is the first tree to turn red in the fall, like right now. And but they're still like in their summer days. The bucks are still got plenty of velvet. Some of them still kind of round on the ends. In another 3 weeks, that's when everything's going to change. When that velvet starts coming off, and
it's like a switch, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, when that velvet peels, everything changes.
But if I was hunting this weekend, and if I could pull a bow back, I'd probably be out there hunting. But I like it. I'm one of them old timers. I like it when it's kind of cool. Now there was a day I'd swim through the sweat in my t-shirt,
That's right.
And I'd stay out there with them. I hope everybody that goes hunting gets them one,
That's right.
a good velvet deer.
I think it's going to be a pretty good hunt for them.
I do too. I really do.
It's a good opportunity to get on a buck that you might not get another chance the rest of the year, because, like you say, that velvet peels. A lot of those bucks.
I mean, it's like
changes.
They're going to
day.
It changes. Oh yeah. And about the 10th of September, middle of September, the velvet, the biggest part of them, is at least red and bloody. Whether it's gone or not, but they don't. Just like everything else that wildlife do, they don't all do it the same minute. But right now, if I was going hunting in the morning, I would be on the edge of a cornfield or a bean field, wherever I've been seeing them all summer long. That's where I'd be.
That's what's so neat about it is that, when you're going in at the end of September, and we were hunting deer that we had patterned all summer, well, they're not patterned anymore.
No.
By the end of September, that's a different ball game. Well, on this hunt, they're patterned. So if you've got them coming in on a pattern, you haven't done anything to change that pattern, they're most likely going to be standing there tomorrow just where they've been the last.
They sure are.
If you hadn't scared them out, they're going to be right there.
And you got some people that's got them patterned for the morning time. I know you said you were waiting on yours in the afternoon.
That's an issue for one of my big deer. Is one of the deer I've been waiting to show up. He has showed up, but he keeps coming through there every morning, 6:45 in the morning, and where he's bedding, you can't get to him. I mean, I don't care if I go there at 3:30 in the morning and set up, I'm going to bust him out of there trying to get that spot. So that's where patience is key.
I'm an evening hunter.
I am
especially
too,
right now.
Bow season,
especially around a food plot, or a crop. I'm going to be there in the evening. That way I can sneak in there at 12, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or whatever.
And waiting on him.
And not scare him, and he'll wake up thinking he's still got it all himself.
That's right. Guys, we're going to go over and do this week's wild game forecast. It's being sponsored by the great folks at Wilson Bacon Trust. They have got so many things going on right now. We're still enjoying the Wilson County Fair. I've been just about every night over the last week. They do a lot of different programs out there at the fair, and I want to go ahead and start telling y'all right now that on September the 14th, they sponsor one of the greatest philanthropies I personally know of, and that's called Sherry's Run. And Sherry's Run's held right there in Wilson County in Lebanon, and just want to thank them for everything that they do, and we'll keep you guys updated on Sherry's Run as we get closer to it. We've already hit on a little bit, but with the forecast right now, as far as your deer hunting goes, the deer they're out feeding every evening. We saw a few this evening, not quite as many as we did last week because we were driving in the rain. But I bet you had we come through some of them fields right after that rain stopped, it'd have been a different story, when we were coming through there. But when you're on these rain fronts like we are right now in the early season, as soon as that rain stops, just the minute it stops, you want to be sitting there waiting on them. And they're still in their antler growth period. It's just about over with right now as far as the growing, like Randall hit on earlier. And you know, they'll become just regular old deer here in a few weeks. You know, they'll go into their regular patterns, and those bucks will start breaking up out of those groups before we know it. And I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to some cooler temperatures. I'll tell you that much.
You know, we got some bucks, Brandon, down there that, you know, it's not quite a point at the end, but it's not far from there.
Yeah.
But we got some, you know, that's still bulbed out, you know.
Them old eye guards are pointed.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're always the first ones really to come out.
I've seen some there at the house that maybe the last one out there, you know, still kind of bulbed
Coming
out
right
a little
on.
bit, but everyone right there now that you see, the brown
And like you said, they're not going to be the same. I mean, not every buck's going to be the same. You might find one pointed out already. You know, and so they're going to be in different stages right now for these next few weeks as they're kind of wrapping it up. But
they're getting in what I call the real velvet.
Yeah.
Now they're fuzzy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, instead of the like membrane.
It's pretty hard up under there.
Like membrane or something. Yeah.
Guys, I tell you what, I want to remind y'all to follow us on Facebook. Got a giveaway going on right now on Facebook with a trail cam photo contest. A lot of you already know about that. We're going to be showing some of those photos here in just a little while, some of the pics that we pulled out this week from them. And I tell you, we've had some wonderful photos coming in. Follow us there. We're going to tell you a little bit more about this lifetime license giveaway that's going to be associated with the Brad Deming Memorial Bicycle Fund.
Yeah.
That's also going to be through Facebook and right here on the show. So be sure to follow us. We'll be right back here in just a minute with this week's Picture of the Week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.